Have you ever wondered why some founders seem to effortlessly grow their businesses while others are stuck in the grind, barely moving forward? I'm talking about those 8-figure founders you follow. How are they doing it? They make it look so easy, don't they? Well, I'm here to tell you that no, it's not magic, it's strategy. And in this video, I'm going to break down 3 things that 8-figure founders do that you probably aren't doing yet, but really should be. And trust me, if you start doing these 3 things, you'll start seeing results in your business. So let's get to it. Here's the first thing that 8-figure founders do differently. They make fewer decisions, not more. Now, I know this sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, but Rashid, I'm the founder. I have to make all the decisions. And that's where you're wrong. Here's where I learned this the hard way. When I started, I was involved in everything, from client calls to strategy sessions to content creation. I was doing it all. And guess what? The business wasn't growing. I was working harder than ever, but I was still stuck at that 1-2 lakhs a month. That's when I realized my constant decision making was actually holding me back because I was the bottleneck. So I made a shift. I started delegating decision making. I hired a team, set up clear systems, and I trusted them to make decisions. It was terrifying at first. But when I let go of the small stuff, I had time to focus on what truly mattered: growth and strategy. One of my clients, Sanjana, faced the same issue. She was running a design studio and she was juggling every client call, every email, every design tweak. We worked together to set up systems where her team handled the small decisions and she could focus on high-level creative direction. Within 9 or 10 months, her revenue was close to double because she had the space to innovate instead of getting lost in the daily grind. The takeaway here? Start delegating more decisions. It's not about giving up control. It's about empowering your team and freeing yourself to grow your business. So I guess the only question for you, what's the first decision you can hand off today? Next up, 8-figure founders are always playing the long game. Early in my journey, I was all about hustle harder, scale faster, work more. I chased growth like it was a sprint. And let me tell you, it burnt me out. I was doing all the right things, but at the wrong speed. My mindset was, I need to make quick wins and build momentum. But all that hustle didn't translate into sustainable growth. It wasn't until I had a conversation with one of my early clients, Girish, that this really hit home for me. Girish was constantly chasing the next big thing. New clients, new projects, new marketing tactics, thinking that this was the way to grow. But when we broke it down, we realized his focus was scattered. He wasn't building a foundation, he was chasing distractions. So we flipped the switch and decided to slow down and build for sustainability. We implemented systems, we focused on customer retention, and we built out a content strategy that would continue working for him long term. 3 years later, he's moved from an 8 to a 9-figure business. The lesson? Play the long game. It's not about chasing every shiny object. It's about building something sustainable that doesn't require you to hustle 24/7. Start by asking yourself, what part of your business are you chasing rather than building? What could you slow down? What could you systemize for long-term growth? All right, last but definitely not least, but perhaps most shocking, 8-figure founders say no way more than they say yes. I know it sounds counterintuitive, right? You're probably thinking, but Rashid, more clients equals more money. But here's the reality. Every yes you say to the wrong opportunity is a no to the right one. I learned this the hard way myself because early on, I said yes to everything. Every opportunity, every client, every partnership, out of that classic force, FOMO. But that approach led me straight to burnout. I was saying yes to things that didn't align with my long-term vision at all, and they were draining me while I was doing it. It was the same for one of my clients, Lisa, who was in the same boat. She runs a sustainable textiles business and said yes to every project that came her way, even when it didn't fit with her brand values. When we started working together, we started saying no to projects that didn't align with her vision. And guess what? As soon as she focused on her core offer, her business took off. The takeaway here, saying no is just as, if not more powerful than saying yes. It creates space for the right clients, the right projects, the right growth. So get comfortable with saying no to things that don't align with your vision or your values. Here's a simple way to start. Start by saying no to one thing today, whether it's a client, a project, or even a tiny task, and see how it shifts your energy and your focus. So there you have it, the 3 things. Make fewer decisions, not more. Play the long game, not the short hustle. And say no way more than you say yes. Implement these 3 things, and I promise you, your business will start growing faster than you thought possible. And hey, if you're ready to dive deeper into this, take the 3-question quiz link below and find a coach who's perfectly aligned with your stage of business. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a high-value playbook like this one. Thanks for watching, and remember, build a business that works for you.